All right, so this next segment is going to be focusing on contact, a lot of contact. All right, we're going to work on getting this bump, driving middle, bump your defender, and then making a read. All right, I'm going to show you 4 reads. You're going to work on all 4, and then you can play live out of it, and we'll demonstrate that towards the end. All right, so the first one we're going to do is called a transition fade. All right, there's 2 ways to really do it, where you bump and you can land on your front foot, land back, and then go up and shoot. But for this purpose, I want to focus on just bumping and landing on 2. When we land on 2, we want to be wide, and then you have our options. All right, so when I get here, I'm going to drive. So let's say Coach Eli's on my hip. I'm going to show you guys all 4, and then I'm going to demonstrate. So the first one we're going to work on, we're driving. You can't turn the corner, so you want to create some space. You're going to nudge and then land wide. If he backs, like if that nudge sends him back, it's just a quick little fade here. The other thing is we're landing on 2 again because we don't have an established pivot foot. So if I land like this, I can go up easily off my back foot. If I'm a lefty, it'll be a little bit more difficult where I have to jump and turn into my shot. All right. Now the next one is, say if he's still in my space, I can nudge, and now I'm going to swing my back foot and extend with my left, because like I said, we don't have an established pivot foot. Third one, we're going to land on 2, bump, pump fake. They raise up a little bit, rip it across your chest, keep it tight, boom, and then I'm going to jump and extend and finish. And the last one is the Kobe, where I'm here, pump fake, reverse seal, and then jump up and go out, or you can go inside hand, your call. All right, so like I said, I'm going to show you these 4. You guys get creative, but here are the 4 that we want you to work on. From there, it's up to you. Check them out. 1, 2. Bump. Hey. All right, so those were 4 things. On those last 2 finishes, right, you noticed, if you guys were studying it, you end up lifting your pivot foot. Now, you're allowed to do that as long as you're going up to pass or going up to score. Can't lift it up for any other purpose. It'll be considered a travel, all right? So those are 4 looks. When you drive to the paint, land wide so you're on balance. You got your bump, wide base. You got your transition fade. You got your bump, extension finish. You have your pump fake step through finish, and then you have your pump fake Kobe reverse spin or reverse seal finish with either hand, left or right. Give it a try, right? You can work on different finishes, right hand, left hand, on both of those layups. Also, after that, you master that, you can just go live. And we'll show you that in a second. All right, check out the next module as we're gonna start getting into live action one-on-one. All right, so now the next finish we're gonna work on is our bump slide. Now, in this situation, you're driving to the rim. You can't get any slight advantage, and you have to create an angle for yourself. You may be at a bad angle, you have to create an angle for yourself to get to the rim. All right, so the best thing you can do is bump the defender, land on 2, and then power up and finish. All right, so what we're gonna demonstrate is Coach Eli is gonna drive. I'm gonna be on his hip as the defender, and we're gonna give you 2 reads. Now, Coach Eli, come really quickly. What's gonna happen, same idea, he drives, so let's start walking. And then he's gonna, see on that action there, he took a dribble step and then hopped off his back foot. So in this situation, it's his right foot. On the other side, it'll be his left. So do it one more time. You don't have to focus, you just go. Boom and boom. All right, so he bumped and slid. And when we bump and slide, the goal for you subconsciously should be try to bump to the midline. Bump the defender to the midline, try to get there as well. That means you'll have a solid base, all right, and then you want to land on 2. We want to land on 2 to give us options. You'll see in our next section, we're going to see why we want to land on 2 as well. All right, the main purpose is we don't have an established pivot foot. So if you bump him or her or the defender, if you have an angle and they go back, you have a straight up finish on the right side. If you bump them and they're solid, then we have a pivot where we could step through, extend, and finish. All right, so check it out. Coach Eli is going to demonstrate both. As the defender, I want you to mix up both. So sometimes when you get bumped, back off. Another time when you get bumped, try to stand your ground, and then that will be the case where they step through and finish. Quick hint, I want to show you guys a little cheat code. All right, when you land on 2, and let's say they, go ahead, bump, boom, and they're here. You want to get low and attack their hip, all right? And with this situation, he's going to get his elbow at my hip and then extend to the backboard like that. Does that make sense? So when you guys do it, maybe you want to work on that. It's not an offensive foul if you do it so slight. If you swing it, obviously that's an offensive foul. But if you nudge and get around, that can help you seal the defender, take away their blocking ability, and you can get up and finish. Check it out. Hey. Nice. Remember, push me to the midline. Hey, there you go. Good. That's a good one. Nice. All right, now let's step through. Nice. One more. Hey. So once again, we did 2 reps there, so you guys can see both. Like we said, you gotta do both sides. Change your rep amount, 5, 10, whatever you feel like you want to work on, you have the capability to do it. That's why, you know, one-on-one work with the trainer or even as a player, it's great, but adding a game situation, adding a little bit of a live component or reaction part to your drills is going to translate those drills and the skill work to your game situation faster. All right, work on this, add it to your game, tune into the next module.